Hey, now everybody out there doing in internet land, it's your boy Coach Lee. Back for another day of the Sports Chatter Show. I can't do it by myself, but before we get into that, want to make sure everybody's having a blessed one. But one thing I cannot do is I can't drive this ship alone. So with that being said, my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend. Boom, there he is.
Oh, you talking about me?
Good day,
You talking
sir.
about me? Hey, carry on, sir. Just carry on, sir.
What's
But hey,
good, man?
oh man, it's your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And I'm kicking it with my dude, Coach Lee, again, man, on the Sports Chatter Show. It's all good over here, man. Every time we link up, it's a dab block. Dab
Just
block.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Will, Coach Hill, I'm saying, the Waco Tear, always hanging out with us. That's who we got that dab block from, just in case you want to know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how's your day been so far, man?
Whoo, man, it's been like watching New York City traffic, man. Just been flying by, man. I'm telling you, but I just been grabbing whole life, it's been all good, man. We got some good sports coming in. I'm saying? Had a good game last night. So and we got fantasy football. So shout out to everyone that's joining our league, man. If you didn't
Yeah.
join it, you're gonna be very disappointed and you're just gonna be sitting back all year like, man, my league didn't do that. Exactly. Because it ain't sports talk with friends.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey,
Yes,
but
sir.
today it's been kind of a average day, but as always, our group is never quiet. There's always
That
a
is
lot
true.
of stuff going on.
That
There's
is true.
always some type of sports chatter going on.
Exactly. I'm just, I want to interrupt you right there because I didn't ask you how your day was going because I knew that was leading up until this here. I don't want to hear about the Cowboys and Earl Thomas. More, I want to hear about Earl Campbell. Some links, man. I'm telling
Link.
you. But yeah, man, there's a lot of chatter going on. So what's going on?
Man, as always, now we want to take this a little bit different. I know we talked about Earl on the show yesterday. We talked about Earl in the past. But unfortunately, Earl's in the news again, but this time he didn't do nothing wrong. Today, there was a report that came out earlier from Ian Rappaport, actually it was this morning, matter of fact, saying that the Cowboys had no interest in Earl. I'm like, okay, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, it was rumored. It's,
That is
checking
true.
out from a team, whatever. But 27 minutes later, on the local radio station, Jerry fired off, nah, get that out of there. He had to Matumbo that a little bit. Ian don't know what he's talking about. He said, if anybody's going to make that decision, it's me, and I haven't made that decision. So my question is Jerry bluffing?
Okay. First question I want to have. So before I answer that, is this the same radio station where they shut it, they killed this stream? If
No.
so, hey, if so, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Jones, you come holler at us. You can cuss, say whatever you want, man. But look,
And we have some Johnny Walker Blue waiting for you.
bad blood. But one thing for sure is with Jerry, I don't think he's bluffing. He never bluffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Zeke who? Do I got Zeke who? I think, in his words, I think I deserve the right to make fun with
That's
what's
true.
that young fella name? I don't want to say his name because you know what I'm saying. God dog it. Because I like Jerry Jones, but to your point, like to your question, I don't think he's bluffing, but I do think like every businessman, he has an angle that he's pushing. So what angle is it?
I heard, and this makes sense. Normally, when Jerry gets something in his head, he has it. He has that ultimate veto power to do it, but he knows about public perception of him meddling too much. So, they pointed out something today is I don't need one person to tell him yes, and I
Hmm?
think he's looking for that one person on as far as the front office or his coaching staff to say, yeah, let's bring Earl in. So he can't say or it can't come about it. It was Jerry that did it. That's why it didn't work. So he want to do this
Ah,
by committee. Now they've said that the coaching staff like we really don't need him. But the last couple of days, I was a little disappointed They brought in Ha Clinton Dix, and he's getting beaten out right now by a second-year player. That's not good, man. A dude that you signed as a free agency, former, I think he was a number 1 pick. I mean, a first-round pick out of Bama. That the prestigious SEC. But he's bounced around a little bit, man. So they say actually while he was on the phone earlier, they had the live camera on him. He's pacing up and down the sidelines watching practice. So you got this dude that you brought in get beaten out by a second-year player. And the cornerback that they just drafted, I think the kid's name is Robinson, they moving him over to safety. So I think right now he's trying to let them, okay, you need to fill this safety hole. If you don't fix it in a timely fashion, I'm bringing in Earl. I'm pretty sure he's probably already talked to this dude because he's a free agent. He mentions him by name now. So I'm pretty sure they've already talked. So they're probably looking at the opportunity and the dollar amount. Well, Jerry try to get a bargain if he can. So I'm going to say Jerry bluffing.
Bluffing? Jerry?
I'm going to say he's bluffing. The reason why I say I think he's bluffing is he know he wants him. He's come out and said it, but he hadn't come out directly and said it. He hadn't said it to the point is we're going to bring Earl in. Steven said last week, player acquisition is 365 day a year activity. So they constantly looking at their roster. But Jerry, no, he just got off kind of the fence a little bit with the whole kneeling thing. So he's trying to lay low a little bit. One of his players came out, said they're going to kneel. So Jerry is fully aware of his public image. So while he may be seeming a little bit disinterested, I think he still wants Earl.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, yes, I do believe he wants Earl because I'm thinking you're talking about far as like is he bluffing that he doesn't want him? Yes, he wants him. So yes, he wants him because look, even my dog wants him. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, Earl fits the mold of the cowboy.
He's bad boy. He got baggage. Hey, when we had convicts, we was winning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bring back the White House.
And that's the point. And it's funny because that was one of the posts that we made in the group is like, how much, is it star power or how much stars does it take to be take down a team? Because, you got the blockbuster trades that, with the Kevin Garnett with the Boston and the Timberwolves back in those times. And, so how is it? Is it one person that it takes? Because, or what? Is that in basketball? And in football, Dallas Cowboys thrive and love these bad boys.
It could take one boy because a lot of people say that the big culture change for the organization back when they won the 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, I got to throw that out there, is they brought Charles Haley in, and he changed the dynamic of that locker room. That's where the swagger came. Charles Haley did. He came in, he was crazy. He had no filter. So everybody else is saying, well, y'all can't control Charles. Y'all sure can't control us. You can't do all of us, put all of us underneath there. So Earl, a lot of people say Earl may be a distraction. Or he may be that catalyst that they need to get some swag on that defense that's been so suspect.
That is true. I would have to agree with you on that. So that's the thing. And what I'm saying is sometimes bringing in different energy, be it good, bad, or indifferent, can be a good thing. And so I think he fits the mold, and definitely, they wanted Jamal back, Jamal Adams. He taunted with the idea of becoming a Cowboy. So evidently,
it was too rich for our blood, though.
Exactly. But it was entertained. That's what I looked at. So, you know what I'm saying? So if it was entertained over there, and like you say, for the right price, the right person, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity because Earl Thomas, he just got let go. He has these court issues. He has all these other issues. Hey, to Jerry Jones, that's a profit potential. So I think Jerry Jones is spot on with getting him, and he'll be a good addition to the Cowboys. But
we shall see.
To my friends, my Dallas Cowboy friends, if he gets signed with y'all, I am blocking every single one of y'all.
Hey, y'all, we need to get backup accounts. Get ready. Troll them. We gonna troll them.
it's gonna be hell to tell a captain, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hell to tell a captain because I think y'all gonna come out of y'all bag with that one. Yeah, I think y'all gonna actually be that Dallas Cowboy, the Jerry Jones with the now y'all got money, won't be like, oh, we don't do that, Scott. We don't act like that. But I think y'all get Earl Thomas, y'all be like, how about them boys, dog?
Well, you know me from my perspective. I ain't your average Cowboy fan. If we
Mhm.
handle business, we handle business. If we suck, I'm gonna call it that we suck. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna love them, still gonna be my team. But you never know. But it all depends on that defense.
That is true. What up? Hey, what up? What up? Shout out to you, James. He hanging out with us. He's saying, bring home the Longhorns. So shout out to Sports Talker Friends. That's our group. So we're doing a watch party in our group. But we see you.
Now, speaking of defense, I'm gonna switch gears here. Somebody today got an award.
Hold on. I knew that was coming. Shout out to your big bro, AD. You know, he's a diehard, true Cowboys fan. He say, you can't block me. We been here, buddy. We can sign who we want. We sign them for cheap. That is true. They come looking to get a payday. That is true. What do you think about that? You being a longtime Cowboy fan.
You know, the last couple of years, that seemed to be the narrative. They get these dudes in here on these cheap one-year contracts. The best time to have somebody ball out for you is on a one-year contract because they got money on the line. We get you dirt cheap, you ball out for us, you can go get your contract somewhere else. Next man up. That seemed to have been the trend the last couple of years. It was Robert Quinn last year that did it. You know, he went up to Chicago and got that big contract.
Right.
So, we'll see.
Teddy Bridgewater did. You know, Cam looking for the same type of deal. But, just like AD said, shout out to AD and AD Bonner Music. Y'all definitely look them up. Sign them, DJ. Looking for a spot to host saxophone night. Shout out to them. But, that's the thing. And I don't know, but that's the thing right now. I done lost my train of thought.
Well, we talking about, how Jerry and the Cowboys bringing these players on these cheap contracts and they go elsewhere, to get the big deals they're looking for. But, that's probably why defense has sucked the last couple of years. But hey,
that is true.
We got pieces this year. We'll see what happens. But speaking of defense, somebody today got some hardware. That man with all those letters in his name.
What that with your pod, baby? I see your pod. What's that, fam?
Greek Freak got Defensive Player of the Year honors this year. Is MVP next? What are your thoughts on that?
Man, it's not his time.
Okay.
With that, what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's a lot of becoming MVP. It's a lot of red tape. So I don't think he's gonna be that MVP yet.
He won it last year.
Not yet. Not this year. This is a new year.
Not this year. So who's your vote go to this year? L Boogie?
Of course. Because right now it's more than just a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same game. It's not just based upon, your on court ability. Because right now what's on court shows Black Lives Matter. So it can't just be on court. So what are you doing outside the basketball court? Exactly, to elevate the game. So I think that's why they gave him defensive player of the year. Now MVP, you got to come with more than just a good block and a good dunk. So I think, what I'm saying? That's why I go with L Boogie.
Okay. I can see that. I know there's been a lot of hype. There was a lot of hype going to the shutdown that he was the front runner for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Harden had that good of a season, even though he's in it every year. Brother got game, but I think he had to share a little bit of that spotlight. So, L Boogie put them Lakers on his back right now. So he's in playoff mode.
Right.
So we shall see what happens. Me personally, I give it to the Don, but it's just me being biased.
Who's the Don?
The Don, the great Luka, baby.
I was about to say, that's what I was about to say. Now, you got to put him in these talks. But hold on, shout out to your AD, says Greek Freak. Nah, you right, not his time. So right, definitely agree, it's not his time. But L Boogie, L Boogie and Luka. I call him lights out game over Luka. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, he already was turning heads because he put up the numbers. But now winners win. and in clutch moments they produce. So that's why
When
you
legends
gotta
are born.
exactly. So that's how you got to put him in these MVP talks, in these great talks. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
Luka the Great, huh? I like that. MFFL, baby.
Man,
Now we say that the front runner right now, we both agree that it's going to be L Boogie. So with that being said, Lakers have finally arrived.
Da,
Boy,
da, da.
Chuck didn't see it. No, I think he had that broom and stuff out there for a little bit.
That is true. So, I want to know who, the people join the hype. Like, what I'm saying? What did you do? Like, were you one of these Chuck fans thanking the Lakers?
I would take my hat off to the Portland Trailblazers. They did not quit. They had no They had no chance of winning that game in the second half, and they competed. But obviously, I was wrong.
Say it again.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Why Kenny on them like that?
Hey, they're going to give Chuck the business. And I would too. Because after the first game, he was like, oh, it's down to Dame time. And he brought the broom out. And I sat here and I said that, hey, hey, shout out to you, Philly, baby, hanging out with her. She said the Trailblazers. Okay. Well, you just like Chuck, and this one goes to you. But, there was a lot of people that after the first game, it's the Lakers time are up. They didn't look the same, blah, 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 blah. But I sat here and said that, it's L Boogie. He's going to show him how to win. And that's what's happening. So, in clutch moments, people do clutch things. And, and I rocks with L Boogie.
Hey, I can see that, man. At some points, he looked like the old man. He walked bad at times. But when the light come on and it's time to ball, he's still bringing a hammer down the middle of the paint, man.
Exactly. And that's what happens. It's like, when you're young, you got to run up and down the court, you figure all that stuff out. But now you beat them to the angle. And that's what I'm saying. And one thing that, growing up playing, learning basketball fundamentals, it's like, you don't got to run up here. Just beat them to the angle. Boom. You know what I'm saying? He's going to dribble to, dribble to just beat him to the angle. Beat him to the angle and play the goal. Put it back in front
of position. Because they've seen this hundreds and thousands of times. They know where they need to be.
Exactly. And I mean, you can only go so many spots. You dribble in here, you can go here or go here. And if you go here, you're going to, you tripping over your knee. So it's going to be here. So, definitely, he's grown with the game and he's, actually became bigger than the game. So how can you go against the Lakers? So what you think about that? You think the Lakers was going to lose this one? Or do you think they're going to win?
The series? Nah, I think that they're 3-1 now, I think.
Yeah.
It's
kind of hard to go against that, right?
I don't know if I can't say that I can sign on the dotted line, put my name on the money as far as, the Trailblazers winning the next 3 games.
Right.
Hey, I know it's Dame time, but the clock does strike midnight.
Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it always. But so I'm gonna ask you this. So it was posted in our watch party by AD. He said the Lakers don't want to see the Mavs. What do you think? Oh man, he said that that young fella, it's gonna take a while.
The only thing that concerned me with my squad facing the Lakers is the Lakers got a big front court. Where on the side we really got is Boban and Cleaver at times. But they got a big front court, man. But like I was telling my pops earlier today, these young boys are here. They've never been here before. So they have no expectation. They just balling right now.
Right.
That's when teams are most dangerous. They just balling. I just know I'm supposed to play basketball. I'm supposed to try to win the game.
Right.
As far as all the outside pressure and expectations of y'all supposed to win it all or make the Western Conference Finals, they have no point of reference with any of that.
Okay, so the distractions aren't there. So they're just
Not
playing.
there.
They're just playing with just true grit and grind.
Yep. but size of the front court and overall playoff experience. It's a lot of playoff experience on that Lakers team. But those two things now, I think the only advantage I would give the Mavericks obviously is no pressure and the coach. But that's down the line. Let's go on and finish it and put these Clippers away. Got two more games to do that.
Okay. You think they can do it?
Got to win the next two. I want to face them in 7. You know what? If we beat the Clippers tonight, I think we're gonna beat them.
Hey, I said Mavs wasn't 6, or And if you don't think I did, if you don't believe it, we do got the footage. But man, talking about something finally arrived, we're like less than 2 weeks away from. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Bro, like it's crazy. And here's just one of the pictures from last year. So we can be found on the website, but this is some of our hardware. This is what we do. This is what we do. There's more of that guy. And this guy, you're gonna see a lot of that. Yes, you're gonna see a lot of that guy. So man, every year, every season, things are different with our fantasy football group. Fantasy football group, league, everything. So what was your first year experience like?
Actually, it was different for me, man. Normally, we meet at some bar or pub, usually smoking in there sometimes, as far as the cigarette smokes, you order you some food, you hear a bunch of bad jokes, and you go do your draft. But my first experience, man, it was like no other. I believe at the time you was actually broadcasting live.
Yes, sir.
You was walking around doing live interviews. That was unique. That was different.
That was with the phone. That's what I'm telling you. We always ahead. Y'all think we were behind? No, we ahead.
Say again?
No, I was just, that was just like to everyone that's running out fantasy football leagues, you got to be creative. You got to be ahead because, we were doing live streams like this from here, from our phone. Right. I was streaming live directly into the group. So, you got to keep the groups relevant with anything. But yeah.
It was fun, man. The road trip, we drove down to Houston for the day. Had a blast.
But yeah, I'm saying that's how it always is. Definitely got to have a blast. And you're talking about last year, and it's funny because my first draft, I've had a lot of drafts going, outside. I never really was big on the draft parties or anything, but the first draft party we did for Sports Talk with Friends was at the Buffalo Wild Wings right up the street. How ironic is that? Yeah, I was living in Oak Cliff. I was about to do my little Oak Cliff song, but you know what I'm saying? That'll be on the next show. But yeah, it was at Buffalo Wild Wings was up there. We had the draft party. It was kind of cool, and it was definitely a milestone for the league. And we had like about 5 people coming out, including my son.
Okay.
So, and that's when everything started. And I'm gonna tell you, I had the idea like at that time. It was Yahoo. They were doing like, hey, if you have a fantasy football league, you can get hosted or sponsored at one of the Buffalo Wild Wings. And I thought that was the coolest thing, man. And ever since then, tried to, just change the narrative on, on draft parties and, right. Draft expectations and everything. So my expectations is, I want people to talk about the party versus, who they drafted. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the use of having, a party or a draft or a league or anything if people aren't interacting? So, my right. expectation is even though we're going to have a VIP, so you don't have to be in the league to join the draft party, you can be VIP. And it's only for VIP and people that's in the league access only. So still want you to talk, still interact because that's what the group is for. That's what the league is for, interaction. Right. So,
hey, like I say, man, I can't wait. I'm like a kid on the first day of school, man. I'm waiting. I got it circled on the calendar. I got my outfit laid out.
Hey. You know what's funny? Because every year it's like I always ask for everyone to wear, their favorite team jersey. So this year, you gotta wear your merch. We won't see your merch. You know what I'm saying? Come to the draft party in your merch. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That shows growth right there, man. We used to come in your jerseys.
Right?
Where your STW merch right there. That's the expectation. 100% compliance.
Sir, yes, sir.
At ease, Sergeant. Uh-oh. You got kinfolk in there. What's that with your baby? Shout out to your art.
I knew somebody gonna razz me. You may gotta have the outfit out there, man.
Hey man, shout out to your art. That's one of our past rap artists. You know, he won our
Yes,
rap
sir.
challenge, man. Hey, definitely shout out to you. I'll let that guy, you know, shout out to your team, but keep that music coming.
Yes, sir. Speaking of shout outs, who you have shout outs for this day, man?
Man, I don't know. Definitely gotta give a shout out to AD. You know what I'm saying? AD Bound the Music. Shout out to Joe TV. Shout out to Sports Talker Friends Gaming, doing great things. Shout out to Sports Talker Friends Fitness. Man, it's like we got a whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting people to shout out to.
We got
But,
something for everybody.
Exactly. You know, shout out to the fans, man, because we are powered by the fans. Without y'all, it won't be no us, and we wouldn't have any content to give to y'all. But we got a lot going on. Shout out to our Friday interview with K-Ron Bradley. So he's a former Marquette basketball point guard, number 10. He used to he played on the NCAA team that made it to the Final Four with Dwayne
Wade.
Yes. So definitely looking forward to that interview. He's also played point guard that's where he graduated from Wichita State University. So let me before we get up out of here, definitely want to give a right here. So he gave us a little, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gave us a quick shout out. But this is the so right here. So this is who we're actually going to be interviewing. So Wichita State University, former point guard K-Ron Bradley. So he's doing great things on the court and off the court, because I think he actually has a basketball skills training, and he's also coaching a college team. So definitely looking out to that interview on this Friday. Y'all can catch us at 7:00.
7:00 sharp.
On the dot, I'm in my drop top, using the street.
Yeah.
I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for.
Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to my family. I always appreciate y'all showing the love and support. And also, 2 weeks away from this draft, make sure you get in there on our website, become a VIP member. Hey, because I think all the spots taken up now, so you missed out on that, but don't miss out on the chance to be a VIP member. Something you don't want to miss and go live, we're going to go hard. Y'all have a good one now.